The NFL is back, and FanDuel's got everything you need to play your game, from same-game parlays to live betting. Right now, new customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus in present and select states. 18 plus in Kentucky and Wyoming. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
NetCredit is here to say yes, because you're more than a credit score. Apply in minutes and get a decision as soon as the same day. Loans offered by NetCredit or lending partner banks and serviced by NetCredit applications, subject to review and approval. Learn more at netcredit.com/partners.
Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
Greetings, mood killers. Polonius Francine Marconi here, along with Eddie Barella.
That's right.
And Eddie, I'm in a new, I don't know if you can tell. Last time Eddie came in here and bragged that he was in his underwear. I think you ran out in the rain on the last episode.
Yeah, I had to dry my pants. Just because my pants got wet.
Just so you could take your pants off and jacket.
That's right.
And you told everyone. You just wanted to be like, I'm basically naked. Well, I want to tell you, it's 20 degrees in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a brand new hoodie. The tags have been freshly yanked out of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can tell that. And then I've got socks on with my Bombas slippers.
Yeah, because I saw on the news that you guys have a big storm, 8 inches or something like that. And
we do? I didn't know. I didn't see that.
Apparently.
Wow.
And it's strange to me because I've been in an endless summer because I went straight from Denver in the summertime to sunny California here in Santa Monica, and I have not experienced any cold weather yet, and it's been kind of strange. I'm still walking around.
This is like the first time in your life, I think.
Yeah, it
really
is. It's very odd to me. So everybody's starting to talk about snow, and I'm like, what snow? I'm walking around with shorts on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do have my pajama shorts on.
Right.
So, like, I didn't switch over to sweats.
Yeah.
I've got a hoodie on, freshly yanked tags. By the way, the tag because I love this hoodie. It's super soft.
Right.
But it's got an itchy tag in it. I can tell already.
Oh no!
Why do they do that? But then
I hate itchy tags.
My favorite thing though is, especially when it's super cold, socks with slippers. It's the greatest thing ever. And here's why: 2 reasons. One, it's super warm. It's like you just came in from the cold. You didn't even realize your feet were that cold, and you put them in, and then it feels all toasty, but not sweaty, you know? And 2 things. The second one is you don't mess up the inside of your slipper with your foot sweat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because the
gross.
inside of slippers do start to get a little weird, and there's a little dirt imprint of your foot, and you're like, I didn't realize my foot was that dirty. Why is there a black toe mark?
So gross.
On there.
And then, like, for whatever reason, because I love these Bombas. I don't know if you have had any Bombas slippers, but they're the greatest, most comfortable slippers. But they don't sew in the soles of them or make them removable or anything. So you have to hand wash them, and you can't like wash them. You have to like dab them if you want to wash them a little bit. And so it's kind of annoying. But so now I'm like, well, I'll just, wear socks.
Right.
And wash the socks, and it saves the slipper. And it is the best combination. My feet are like, I need to like wear them part of the day and then take them off part of the day. But with the socks, and maybe because it's 20 degrees outside, it's just right. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds nice and cozy. I don't know that world. Although I am about to head back to Denver tomorrow, so
I don't remember.
I
don't remember what it's like to be cold.
I really don't. Like I'm in LA 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 Land, which is its own kind of weirdness because it starts to feel like all the days bleed into one. You can't have. I have no idea where I am in the year. The fact that it's pretty much winter. It's not even registering with me. Christmas here is odd. You see Christmas lights up, but then people are walking by.
Yeah, I just put up my tree last night.
Yeah.
I put up my tree last night, and I had to put clothes on so I wouldn't get all scraped up by the tree branches and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's so you have to put clothes on in your own home.
It's not right.
It's annoying. Yeah, I mean, but really, you shouldn't be putting up a tree in your underwear. You know?
It's a hazard.
You can do a podcast. Do a podcast in your underwear. That's fine.
Yeah.
But don't be up there like, oh, you know, I'm just going to willy-nilly it and let everything all hang out for the neighbors to see while I'm putting up my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. So I have to be an officiant at my good friend Jason's wedding here in just a couple of weeks.
No,
Marconi.
say it like you did in the meeting, though. Say like, I'm marrying my best friend.
You're right. I'm marrying my best friend after many years. We're going to look into each other's eyes. And
beautiful.
But you know, that's what they say.
If you were standing in front of people, now here's the thing is like, because you and Jason have been friends for a long time, do you fear that you'll stand in front of them and like start laughing? Like,
I mean,
you know,
it's a risk, you know, they have me up there and I'm not a professional. I've never done this before.
You are a professional though. That's that's the real thing about it. You are.
I'm a professional. What's the thing is like anytime you're on the radio, people assume that you're great at public speaking, but that's not how it goes. And they want to invite you to speaking engagements and all this, but I think you and I are kind of the same in that we like to be on the air and in our little cozy studios on a microphone, but you put us in front of a group of people and to ask us to do a TED Talk, we're going to be having anxiety for weeks and months. I
don't like the idea that I have to stand before an audience that isn't already in on the joke. You know, like I don't like
and doesn't know me. And I'm thinking about her parent. For some reason, the bride's parents. That's who keeps popping up in my head when I get nervous. I'm like the bride's parents are going to be looking at me, judging me, thinking, "Who's this a-hole doing the officiant work for this?"
What if you do accidentally marry yourself too, Jason?
That's a problem. You know, you could say the wrong thing and then you're married to the groom on accident.
But what if you're doing it because that's what you really want to happen and you're just not saying it out loud?
I'll object to my own proceedings when that time comes.
You'll have to annul the marriage before it's too late.
Right.
Immediately annulled.
I don't even know what do. Do I have to go to the courthouse after this and then file a conjunction? I don't know what I do.
I think so. And then he gets half your life savings, I think.
I know. I'm ruined already going into this.
So, because you suggested that you're going to basically, you're going to run. So you're going to write everything out and then like email her everything you're going to write or you're going to say?
Well, so essentially, I actually have to meet with her and the groom in a couple of days, and I'm going to present
at one
everything.
Point, he's your best friend, and then another point.
Now I have to go into the business. Now I'm thinking of them as like a couple that I'm getting
and she's going to be the boss of the situation, obviously, because
she definitely is, and I do treat it like I'm a professional being hired. That's how I'm looking at it, just because it kind of helps my nerves. So if I kind of think of it as like a gig, you know, they're giving me.
You should ask them to pretend to pay you.
Yes, I should. I absolutely
just slip me a check at the end, you know, and just wink.
What I'm gonna take one of their cards, like one of their wedding gifts, and then that's gonna be my little kickback. And hopefully there's something good in there.
just take a random. They won't know which one it is. They're like, wait, how come we didn't get that toaster? I don't know where it went. It was right there. I saw it before. And then Jason comes over to your house and he's like, hey, that looks pretty familiar. That's a great toaster. I actually put
that was on my wedding registry.
Wow.
Oh, also, I should ask this. I have a question for you, an etiquette question. Do I still buy them a wedding gift or are my services the gift?
That's a good question. I mean, I think because you're so close to him that you might, but I don't think it's required. But I mean, you know, maybe something, even if it's just like something off of their registry or something that's really easy to get.
So I have to pay to work. is what you're saying.
That's right. You gotta, yeah, I'm marrying my best friend, but now I'm paying. But you also have to pay to fly out, all that stuff too, you know?
All of that. I'm flying there specifically for this, and then, staying a little bit later, and why not holidays and all that. But
You'll
okay.
Just be there early.
Yeah. Well, I guess I have to buy him a gift and then work.
I just go for the toaster right away. Sometimes it's already gone. That's why I go in early as soon as I get invited to something like that, and I go for a toaster. I become the toaster guy.
At this point, the only thing that is kind of the reward I'm waiting for is the meat carving station I was told was going to be there.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, I was looking at my phone because, Spotify Wrapped came out, and I don't really Spotify has been controversial lately because I guess some ads ran on there that people were, and I was upset with it too. They ran recruitment for ICE on Spotify, and I was like, F that.
And those ads are more than that. They scare people who are in the country, and they basically terrorize people. They're like,
I've seen the ads too on TV.
Yeah.
And it really upsets me. I'm like, I recorded a show. I don't want to watch these dumb ads with this performative, whatever she's supposed to be, Homeland Security director who puts on cowboy outfits and rides horses around and tries to be kind of a douchebag, really. But, but I was excited to kind of see what I listened to. And there's no mistaking, Eddie. My number one, as always.
So if this is popping up on your phone, then chances are you listened to a lot of my music this year on Spotify. It's Taylor, by the way. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for all of your support with The Life of a Showgirl. And we actually have a lot of reminiscing that we could do coming up because I have a docuseries and a concert film on Disney Plus coming out on December 12th called The End of an Era and the final show. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for everything.
You hear that, Eddie? She's grateful
for me. That was a personal message.
Yeah.
I like how she says, by the way, this is Taylor.
Yeah, because, she wanted to make sure I knew. It wasn't some
I would have
stranger.
been confused.
And so I got that message. Thank you for listening. And I'm excited about her documentary. But I just learned Disney Plus is only releasing it 2 episodes at a time.
Oh, no. We don't
annoying.
like that. Just put it all out at once. I don't like that.
Yeah. So now that you know Taylor Swift is my number one, that's no surprise.
Sure.
What do you think my top 5 is other than the number 1, Taylor Swift? Number 2, what do you think it is?
I'm going to say Ariana Grande.
No. It's John Sebastian Bach.
Really?
Johann Sebastian Bach.
I never would have guessed classical music next.
Yeah, all of my top, Chopin, all different, they're all my top 5, and here's why. Because I haven't said.
Can I guess why?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Well, I would say, when you work in alternative radio and you work in alternative music in general, you're listening to that music all day nonstop, but then when you're at home, you kind of want to turn on something a little different, more relaxing.
Absolutely.
Something that helps your creativity. And studies do show that classical music helps your brain be more creative.
It absolutely does. And also, I have, I listen to opera too. And a lot of it is, I have cues on my Alexa that are routines. So,
yes.
When it's lunchtime, then Chopin comes on, and then, for my cat's dinner, there's an opera because they're always howling. So it goes along with the operatic sounds. And, dinner, I've got a little, Johann Sebastian Bach playing while I'm making dinner.
All surrounded by your art, like your Rembrandt is in the background while Johann Sebastian Bach is playing. That's right. Very prestigious.
Most of the time, though, I get annoyed and I yell at, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to trigger her now, but I yell, Alexa, off, but But it also tells me when to go to bed. There's music plays when it's sort of like when you, my whole life is like some music is playing me off. You know? Like I'm getting a cue to wrap it up every time, which is basically like if I was on an award show.
Right.
Which is the right thing to do. I need to learn to shut up. So it works out, really.
One of my very good friends, Marconi, Jason, co-host on It's News to Us, another show here on Adobe Radio that I do with here on the station. He approached me and he asked if I would be the officiant at his wedding. And I immediately said no. That was my reaction.
Yeah, I think I think I have the recording of it.
I say no thanks. I did. That's what I said. I was like, no, I can't. Just can't do it anymore. I can't. I've retired from this. No, it's too much. We're not doing that. This is one of those things that the reason why he even asked me in the first place. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, I at one point did register myself as an ordained minister just as a joke. So I could say that I'm an ordained minister, and anybody can do this. So you think
being an ordained minister is a joke? Is that what you're saying? Absolutely.
It is 100% a joke with the way I did it, at least.
Right.
And, this was a long time ago, too, that I did this, and I think maybe even right out of high school. So he remembered that I am an ordained minister. And also, he's having a very tiny wedding. Maybe 30 people are going to be there. It's just immediate.
Is that what he called it? Tiny wedding?
Yeah, tiny wedding. Tiny wedding 25.
Big Jason's tiny wedding.
And, he's not going to have a, what do you call those, bridal showers or groomsmen? They're not doing any of that.
He's not having a bridal shower.
He's not going to have a bridal shower.
Yeah.
That's right. There's going to be no maid of honor. And,
and so you're completely out of that whole situation.
Yeah,
you were screwed.
Exactly.
So he had to come up with a role for you.
Well, that's the thing is which is very sweet. After he explained it, there's no way I could say no anymore because he says, that he always wanted me up there during his wedding day, and I'm not going to be able to stand next to him because there's not going to be a best man.
It's weird though. Even after he said that, here's what Eddie said to him:
"Go straight to hell."
I was
right.
like, wait, what?
And I also said, but I imagined it with me wearing the wedding dress. So this is a little strange.
Well, because in the Adobe meeting, we had one last Adobe meeting of the year, and you announced it by saying, I'm marrying my best friend. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, so I asked you to maybe correct that. Not really correct, but I said, wait, you're getting married? No.
No, that's what they say in the biz. When you're an officiant, you're going to go marry a couple this weekend.
Right.
I'm going to go down.
I like
and
make
a couple of.
I like if you say I'm marrying my best friend. It sounds like you're getting married.
Absolutely, yeah. But so, anyways, so now I have to write this whole speech, and I'm going to obsess over this and. Of course, I'm also procrastinating, though. So I have 2 weeks to put this thing together. Have I sat down to write a single word? Absolutely not. But I think...
I figured by now you'd have it all tidied up and ready to go.
It's like when you need to write a report for school and you wait until the night before, but then you still get an A. So I still know that I'm going to...
But you've been thinking about it mentally, like things that you could say. And that's kind of how creativity comes together.
I have?
Oh, you haven't? You haven't been thinking about it at all?
No, I have been thinking about it. Basically, what I've thought about is speaking from the heart, A, and B, I'm going to have everything pre-written, and I'm going to run it by the bride, and she's going to pretty much, she's going to rewrite anything she wants. I'm going to stand up there reading out of a page.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
I mean, I wouldn't, because I don't know. They need some surprises, too, and not in a bad way.
Oh, well, there's going to be room for surprises. Don't worry. But I want the meat of the whole thing to be
approved. I get it. You're not trying to cause any problems.
I'm not trying to ruin a little girl's wedding day. She's dreamt of this her whole life.
And then she's marrying Jason.
I know. And then having me up there doing it. Like, what the hell?
She's like, well, finally, everything's great. You what? You want your best friend to officiate our wedding? What? Oh man!
I know that you had a bunch of questions for me regarding this too, and I mean, maybe in the next segment I could answer your questions.
Absolutely not.
Okay, or we could just move on.
I'm never going to talk about this subject again.
That's great. That's fine with me too.
Well, Eddie, I know you're going to be marrying your best friend, but I do have questions for Ask Mood Killers. Do you want me to ask questions about your officiating a wedding, or would you like me to ask you questions from the listeners?
How about a mixture? Because I think maybe people have heard too much about this, and they're kind of like, okay, whatever. You're going to be the officiant at a wedding. It's not that great
anymore. They don't care if you're marrying
anymore.
your best friend. They're like,
I've already talked about the anxiety and the agita, and they're like, okay, next. But if you want to mix in a few for me, that's fine. But let's hear what the listeners have to say.
Well, because the first one I have for you about the wedding is like, what are you wearing? Have you decided all that?
This is a big thing that is giving me more anxiety because I keep asking Jason, I say, what are you going to wear? And he's like, I don't know. And I kind of have to know.
Jason doesn't even know?
He doesn't know. And he's like, maybe blue, maybe black, maybe a burgundy tie. Then I'm going to have Amazon ship me 20 ties, and we're going to kind of, figure out which one we like and then return the rest. And the thing is, you can't have your officiant up there wearing the same thing or close. I have to stand out in a classy way. So I'll probably just get one of those priest collars and call it good.
Yes. And maybe wear one of those, what are the things that the Pope wears, that giant Pope hat and a robe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like a baby blue robe with a ruffled collar.
Yeah. I'll dress up like a Demogorgon from Stranger Thing.
And will you be out? Are you going to be outside? It's not outside in Denver, I'm guessing.
I hope not.
But
cold,
if you wore a robe,
inside.
You could be nude underneath.
Oh, that's right. Well, you still could do that inside. But yeah, it's going to be inside in this little venue. And by the way, it's in a basically a venue space that's attached to a restaurant. And they said there may or may not be a microphone for me, depending on if the restaurant is busy.
There may not be a microphone.
And that actually gives me a lot of anxiety too, because I want there to be a microphone. That way I don't have to yell,
Because you're not a person that likes to yell. I mean, I can't imagine that you would be into that. And so what do? Just as a backup, bring a karaoke system just in case?
Yeah, I could do that. I could bring a little karaoke system. I think what I'll do is just cut the whole ceremony short by 10 minutes if there's no microphone.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Get a megaphone. Can you imagine a megaphone?
I'll cut out their vows. We don't have time for
this. So you don't know, are there anything that they require you to do? Do you have to say, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today, that kind of stuff?
Yes, I have to say that. I have to say, hereby, through the power granted through me via the systems that were placed by my officiant brethren, here we are.
You have to write all that. And then you always have to, you obviously have to work in a Taylor Swift lyric, like Jason and his lovely fiance decided to ruin the friendship and get together. And here we are.
That's good. I should run this by you. You should work at a couple Taylor Swift lyrics because they are Swifties.
Oh, they are. That's right. That's right, Jason.
I'd love that. So I'm going to run the whole thing by you. If you could work in one or two.
And then if it goes bad, you can just blame it on me.
That's right. I'll say my writers are fired. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
you can say
Some heads are
Marconi
gonna
screwed
roll.
me over.
Some heads are going to roll. Where's the carving station?
Yes. That's how you can end it, though. All right.
All right. Where's the carving station? Roll it out.
I think that's very romantic. Everybody's going to be thinking it too. They're going to be happy for the carving station. They're going to be mad at you.
All right. That's how I get started too. Is I know you guys want to get to the carving station, so we're going to make this quick.
Yeah, yes. See, it's already coming together. I feel like we've basically written it.
I know. This is a great writer's room here.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, I can't wait to hear. Can you record it? Can you just put your phone down in your pocket and record the whole thing?
I hope somebody there is recording it. So
they don't
I'll
even know if there's a microphone. So
I know. Well, I'll definitely bring in some audio and
bring in your sound team from Adobe.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have the whole crew there, boom mics and
that's what you need. Yes,
cameras.
You got to have your makeup
4K.
artist, all that.
Yeah.
Eddie, I don't know. Is this our last show before the holidays?
I think so. I think it's the last year of 2025, and I'm sorry to overtake the whole show with my nonsense. I feel like you barely got a word in edgewise this week. But,
that is never, ever true.
Well, it was all about me and everything going on with my situation that we talked about, my condition. I have to
I feel
be
like I
the
don't
officiant at a wedding.
I feel like I don't ever spend enough time asking you questions. I feel like you're a very interesting person.
That's interesting you say that because I'm not. I'm not, but thank you.
You are, though. I mean, like, what dude do you know besides you that, like, as a teenager, decided to start an online stream like Adobe that became like an actual entity and you have major investors in it. It's a company with employees that actually makes money. And I mean, you bought a house. You know what I mean? Like it's a success. Like I don't know a lot of people like that.
There's a few people out there, 5 or 6.
But the thing is about Eddie, you'll never know how successful he is because he's so humble and so unassuming. He's just like that regular guy that's your friend, that's always generous. And I mean, really, and I'm not trying to get sappy on you or anything, but you really are in my life like a guardian angel.
Oh, well, my goodness. Well, I mean, you are a light and a ray of creativity, and you bring a lot of positivity into the world and into my life. So I like to make sure if I have the opportunity that I take care of the people that mean a lot to me. So
I feel really lucky because, I get to work with Eddie at Adobe and we get to do this show and we've always bonded. Like we've always been friends since we met.
Since day one. I mean, when we were working at that dumpy radio station, we would be talking to each other in the hallways.
It was KF in Effington, remember?
Right.
Oh, those were the fun days. And I remember when the on-air board caught fire and you had to call the fire department, and I ran over with my 2-ton fire extinguisher and put it out just before it scalded your skin.
Right. Yeah, and then we got in trouble for that. That was our fault.
Yeah, I mean, we almost got fired, but they're like, you know what? Yeah. These are the only 2 lunatics who are willing to do this for the money. So
that's right.
We kept our job.
Yeah, I know.
But I just always have felt bonded to you in the best ways possible. And you're just like one of those guys that like I just feel fortunate to have as my friend, as a guy that feels that I'm worthy enough to be part of what you do professionally. And it's a lot of fun.
I mean, well, same to you. I was admiring your career long before we even met. I would see you mentioned in the trades, and I would think, oh, wow, this guy is actually doing something interesting. He's taking a page out of the book of Howard Stern, the guy that you and I kind of modeled a lot of our attitude off of in our careers behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you and thinking, wow, Marconi, I'm going to remember that guy's name. And then it's like 5 or 6 years later, suddenly we're working together. And I was like, oh, I know this guy. This is awesome. So I was very excited to meet you.
I think like were we introduced like formally in the hallway, or did we meet at like a lunch with one of our bosses to come up with ideas?
The only good thing that this idiot program director did that we worked together, we both worked with this guy, is I think he saw that we were both a little weird and a little creative, and he threw us together at a sandwich shop to get some sandwiches.
That's right.
And he's like, you guys are wacky.
You guys will probably
you guys
get along.
talk to each other so you don't bother me anymore.
Yeah. And like I knew Eddie was the guy that you wanted to hang out with, because the first thing we did, he's like, hey, you worked for a company and you had like passes to a concert or something. And you're like, you want to go to this show? And I have this and this. And I meet up with Eddie. Like I met him at his apartment, And the first thing you do, we take the train to the apartment, to the thing, and he has like 4 mini bottles of whiskey. And then before we go into the concert, we do another shot of whiskey at the bar. And I'm like,
I mean, it was, those were the days, when my young body could handle that. Also, I thought that, it was just a kind of a different vibe.
Sure.
It was with radio and going to shows, and I don't know. It was fun though. We had a great time.
I think because we bonded like that so long ago, it makes now even better because we're like, hey, this is a guy who's known me when I was still youthful, and I could go out and feel good about going out. Like
we're both there at the point we can't do that. So
we went to like one of the last before they started it back up. We went to one of the last Warp tours together.
We did. Yeah, and never again, I said. So have fun with that resurrection. Just can't do it anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. But, I like to end this show, and because the reason I keep doing it, because I know how much you love it, with a dollop of joy. And I think this is one that's been on the internet, and they have like a bunch of montages with this in it. But I don't know why. Every time I see it, it cracks me up. It's a dad trying to do some kind of an installation of something, and it messes up, and he just loses it.
God damn this fucking hellhole. I hate this fucking house. I hate everything about this fucking place. I despise this fucking house, man. What a ratty ass fucking piece of shit, mother.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's Eddie in the rebuild of the new Adobe Studios.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Have you had any of those moments yet? Because you've been building Adobe's new studio.
There's been a lot of those moments, like little moments where you're trying to hang something on the wall, and then the little anchor doesn't work, and then you have to stop and then get something else, a different piece of equipment. There's been a lot of those moments, but it's getting there.
Are you a handyman? Do you have those skills?
I do, but I'm also impatient. So I think the best handymen are patient, and they will take their time, and they will realize that they don't have the proper tool for the job, and they'll go out and get it. I try to do things with the wrong tools because I want it done now. And but if I had the right tools, I'm great.
Like when somebody says you got to put a pilot hole in something, right? What I hear is you could do it without a drill. You just you could do it with a screwdriver, and that's a pilot hole. And
exactly.
Because like I'm rebuilding my studio as Adobe's building their studio. I'm building a whole new thing in my home studio.
You have a whole compound.
Yeah, yes, that's right. And I'm like studying everything I have to do, and I have to drill grommet holes and tidy cables and drill into wood and all this different stuff. And I'm putting up wallpaper, Eddie. I don't even know. I've never put wallpaper up in my life. That's just not
right. That's just not right.
I know. So wish me luck, and I wish I could see the progress that's going on at Adobe too. I can't wait.
We're about to put a pause on that. We'll come back in the new year and finish it up. But we got a pretty good head start, and it looks like your project is progressing too. So a lot of new energy in 2026, I guess. And
I can't wait. And thank both of you for listening to our little show, whether it's live on Adobe Radio or on demand on the Adobe app. And of course, you can get it anywhere, but we really do like it when you listen on the Adobe app. So it sounds better that way, I think.
I think so. It sounds better.
Yeah, that's right. So thank you, Eddie, for being the best. And
thank you.
And I can't wait to hear about how fun you have marrying your best friend.
That's right. It's going to be a beautiful occasion. Go straight to hell.
And I do have a fear of like new dogs that are bigger.
Just can't do it anymore.
What?
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.